Tonight, we'd like to talk to you about our charity raffle. 100% of the money raised will go to charity. We're not keeping anything.
Every $25 you spend, you get an extra ticket to spend on anything you want.
That's awesome. So what kind of things are being raffled off?
Well, one of our biggest prizes is a Zoom call with Ethan Zahn or Janet Carbon.
Wow, that's amazing. That must be all there is.
That's not it. You can get an autographed picture from Tyson Apostle with a Nature with Tyson t-shirt.
The peanut butter one?
Hell yeah!
Wow.
And that's not it. You can also get a cameo from the one and only TikTok star, Curly Daddy.
Who's also a cast member.
It's crazy.
What a coincidence. For this kind of value, that's got to be everything.
If you act now, you can also get an old school Survivor hat from Ethan.
Put the ticket in the bucket and win.
You can also get an autographed Ethan Zahn piece of memorabilia.
That must be it, because that's amazing, right?
No, that's still not it.
Wow.
You can get a Survivor immunity idol, and 3 people will be chosen for their own Survivor puzzle. You can get a pair of Costa sunglasses.
Somebody's gonna pay $5 and walk away with a $300 pair of sunglasses. Holy smokes!
For only $5, one of these life-changing prizes can be yours. Going to the link in our bio or raffle.expeditiononline.com.
Offer is not valid in Hawaii.
Think about it.
Hello! Welcome everybody to Day 12 of Expedition Online Season 2. I'm Jonathan Dykes. With me in the commentator booth tonight, we have the winner of Season 1, Jessica Martin. How you doing tonight, Jess?
Good. I am ready for the final 6 to battle it out.
Yeah, it is going to be quite a show, especially if last night's episode is any kind of indicator. I mean, we left off with pretty much advantage getting at Crossroads, as 4 of the explorers would end up with exemption after Justin wins the challenge. And then we have Ryan, who played his heirloom, which he had received earlier on in the game from Gideon. Then on top of that, we got some theatrics from Daniel and Maddie, as both play compasses. When all said was done, the dust cleared. We had 2 valid votes. Unfortunately, both dropping on Chantel, as she would be the 5th member of the jury. I mean, what a night.
Yeah. Can't get crazier than that, but tonight might be that way, because you never know what's going to happen at the final 6. It will definitely be interesting. Justin, who was an underdog this whole time, now has a big target on his back. He's great at winning the exemption challenges.
3 wins.
He's found an advantage before. So we'll see how that plays out for him. I expect him to be the big target of the night. I think his only saving grace might be that when he gets on his power trips, he becomes a little overbearing on some of the players, so they think he won't be able to win at the end because like him. But we'll see how it swings for Justin tonight.
Yeah, especially when he has those exemptions and having that safety. And like you said, it's rubbed a couple people in the jury the wrong way. How are the other players going to kind of perceive that? With only 6 players remaining, I mean, there's not a lot of places to look. A lot of players in this game have built a resume for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I think another person to watch tonight will be Gideon, because he apparently has a final 3 deal cut with Daniel and Maddie. So he might swing with them, or he might stay with his original kind of underdogs party.
Yeah, Gideon, definitely potential swing. I think there's a couple options that could end up being swing votes. I mean, Ryan has been a swing vote pretty much this entire game, but I'm actually looking at Rob. I think Rob really definitely needs to put something on his resume. Rob has kind of been floating along. He's been part of the majority for a long time. Now he's on the bottom. He has been targeted a little bit, but I'm looking for him to maybe potentially be a swing, turn on Daniel and Maddie in order to get a little bit of clout to talk about at the end of the game.
Yeah, and Rob is aware of Daniel and Maddie being big threats. He told Daniel to his face he was going to have to cut them at some point and was worried about them. So this could be the night. I think there's another compass in play. So we'll see how all of this turns out.
Something's got to give. There's a lot of options for who or what that could be. So let's send things over.
In the chat, the letters are capitalized and they say Ethan.
Oh,
Where?
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not observant enough to
Oh.
find these advantages.
Yeah, me neither.
Whatever. We're all playing hard. I don't know.
I think you had to message Ethan to Shane, but I think it's claimed by now.
Yeah, I'm sure
That
it's
makes
done.
sense.
Yeah, like
Yes.
they got it.
Tonight was basically the other side got their gun loaded and took one of ours out.
Well, to be honest, I kind of wanted to go with the Rob vote, but Justin kind of twisted our arm and made us go Maddie. It was a bad move, but I couldn't do anything about it. I had to take a back seat and let Chantel and Justin fight it out, and they made the wrong decision, and I had to go along with it.
So I pushed hard to keep Rob in this game. They wanted Rob out. The three of them, original Ethans, were ready to vote Rob out of this game, and I put my foot down. Like I couldn't say no, but I was pushing hard for it to be Maddie. And honestly, I don't mind that she stayed, like I said, but as long as Rob stayed, that's my number one concern. Had Rob gone, I think my game is basically over. I don't think any of them want to work with me, and the fact that I at least have told Rob that I am trying to protect him gives me a little bit more leeway that hopefully someone's willing to work in this game with me.
Chantel went home. I am sad that we kind of had to vote against each other tonight. But you know what? Like, I respect her game, and like, she did have my back, and like, I tried to have hers, and it's okay.
Chantel's gone, so my vote's free. It's 3-3. I have a lot of different options.
But honestly, it's not bad for me because they took out Chantel in the end, and she's who I wanted out tomorrow night anyway. I'm hoping it can just switch the two of them around and I can get Maddie tomorrow night. The one good thing is Maddie correctly playing her compass tonight does give her more of this image that, look, people are going to vote for her to win, so we have to take her out.
I cannot believe I'm still in this game. Y'all, I had to play my compass tonight, but like, I played it correctly, and that is a move in itself. I played that correctly, and I survived. The final 6, I didn't even think I was gonna make it past the first vote, so like, I just feel like a real like underdog in this situation, and like, I'm not winning any challenges, and I don't know why people think I'm a threat, but like, okay. I really want to get Ryan out and try to get Ryan out again. This kid is unbelievable. I cannot get him out. I cannot. And then Justin can't. It's so crazy how the tables have turned with that one, because I really wanted to work with him, and now I'm like, I don't want you within an arm's reach of me. Get away from me. Go. Or even Rob. I feel like Rob would do some kind of crazy something to try to flip things around.
And I immediately get into a room with Justin because I'm thinking, you know what? I want to find out what his thought process is and what's going on in his head. And he wants to sit at the end with me and Daniel. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see why you'd want to do that, because I would put you in a great position against two folks who haven't had any immunity wins and haven't had any major gameplays the way you have. I then get into a room with Chantal, and she tells me, I don't want to vote you, and I don't want to vote my girl Maddie out. I want to vote Daniel. And Daniel tells me, well, what if I had a compass? Great. Why is no one telling me the advantages that they have until like the day that they're planning on using it?
I need to win exemption, and then if I don't win exemption, then I either need to go along and vote out Ryan, or I need to try to force them to draw rocks. But we'll see how it goes.
But I think at this point, interesting crossroads are best for my game because it means shit's getting stirred up, and without any real tight alliance, that's what I need to continue to play this game. I need shit to keep getting stirred up and for me to somehow making it out on top.
Guys, you've made the final 6, so it's time for another twist.
No.
Before we do the challenge, we are bringing somebody back into the game, and you are going to see who's coming back into the game right now.
No.
Let's see who it is. Connected? Oh no.
Yes. Freaking Ethan, that's the box of mysteries.
Yeah, people.
Oh my god.
Oh, Docs, you sneaky guy.
That was scary.
That was good.
You never know what can happen in the game of Expedition Online. It looks fun.
Love you, Ethan.
How you guys doing? Gideon, Ryan, where are you?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good stuff, guys. Thank you for representing.
Yeah.
Of course. Talk to me. What's going on? Give me the highlight of the season so far, other than this moment right now.
Well, I will tell you, Ethan, since they hide, like, compasses, idols, whatever, on your Instagram, I have combed every little part of your Instagram. Like, I can tell you every post you've made in the past, like, year.
What's your favorite?
I mean, I like the old school cool stuff.
Thank you. What else you got going on? You're so quiet. Are you guys nervous? Is this a big night? What's going on?
Yes. Yeah. Well,
who's aligned with who right now?
Good question, Ethan. Good question.
Well, Ethan, in case you want context about, like, how sure we all are of our alliances, we had a legacy advantage and 2 compasses played last night.
So bad.
Nice. Well, it looks like you guys are having fun. Feels like we're like playing the Boss and Rob buddy system. Everyone's just like sitting around in the shelter, not talking, looking at each other. But I'm glad to see you guys here. Team Ethan, please pull it out. I know it's not looking good right now, right here, but you never know what happens.
What do you mean, Ethan? We are all one big happy family. Okay, one tribe. Am I right, guys?
Yes.
Unity.
Is this next challenge an immunity challenge?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Well, everyone, it's wonderful to see you, and good luck, and have fun, and I can't wait to see what happens.
Thanks, Ethan. We really appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you, Ethan.
This is so much fun for me. So good luck, but I hope more luck to Gideon and more luck to Ryan. Sorry, I just Team Ethan. I got to beat Janet. So we have a little side bet going on. It's huge for me, you guys.
Greetings, explorers. Today's challenge is called Pyramid Pong. So you're going to set up 9 clear solo cups, each with about an inch of water at the bottom, into 3 3-cup pyramids, as you see here on your table. We'll stand at the 6-foot mark and toss your ping pong balls until you have 1 ball in each and every cup. Yes. Once you make all 9 ping pong balls in all 9 cups, if you're the first explorer to do it, you win exemption. Good luck.
Welcome to Pyramid Pong. We have 6 explorers remaining in the game, and they are playing for exemption at tonight's crossroads, where we will be voting out our 6th member of the jury. Players are all set up, ready to go. Just one more note for the players that they don't know yet. We are going to be playing 3 rounds. So the first 4 explorers to finish will advance to the 2nd round, and the top 2 explorers in the 2nd round will face off for exemption in our final and 3rd round. So we're looking for, in this round, the first 4 explorers to finish. Are you guys ready to go?
Here we
Hell
go.
yeah.
Get in position and I'll count you down.
I want to play this game.
This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean,
Waiting on the first 4 explorers.
yeah, the stakes
You
are
may
high.
go in 3,
Stakes are high for
2,
this one.
1, go.
Not much room to hide. 3-3 potential split tonight. Winning this is important. Ryan has definitely thrown some ping pong balls into cups before, as he is rushing it right now. So Rob just needs 3 more cups. Maddie needs 3 more cups.
Gideon
is completed. I believe Ryan needs 2 more. So he got off the quick start, but he's having a little bit of a rough time here now. Oh, the cup just fell in. That's going to sit back a little bit.
Ooh, yep, that'll do it.
I think Justin needs to get a few more beers in him before he's going to be on point.
Oh yeah, you gotta get a couple beers in, get the game flowing.
I got it.
Oh, looks like Daniel has to
the
complete. So we are looking for 2 more players here. Everyone close. Oh.
Alright, so then Ryan has advanced. We have Daniel, Gideon, Rob, and Ryan have advanced.
So Maddie and Justin
and Maddie have a break.
Eliminated. 2 of the bigger targets.
I do think though Maddie has a little bit of a bigger target than Justin does, just because she's so likable.
Right. Yeah, she is definitely a threat. If she gets to talk to that jury, I don't think anyone really dislikes.
Yeah.
Maddie, I don't think she's really double-crossed anyone in the jury either. The way the game has gone, no one's really done too much double-crossing except for Ryan and Justin, really.
Yeah. You know Rob's been itching too, though. Come on.
He is. I mean, he's poised to. He's in a spot now where he could dictate these final few votes, because I think some of these players are going to be looking at him as the easiest guy in the group to beat.
We got a thumbs up from 3 of you guys at least.
Votes,
just waiting on Ryan.
He's had a strong early part of the
Ryan,
game.
you ready too? All right, guys, get in position. I'm going to
needs
turn
a
my
good
camera
resume
off so
move.
it's easier for us to see all 4 of you guys.
You know, we've seen players.
All right, our second round, we have Daniel, Gideon, Rob, and Ryan. I'm going to count you down in 3, 2, 1, go.
Here we go with the second round here. But we've seen players kind of disappear in the middle of the game to show up at the end, and it's a valid strategy. I mean, you can't stay strong the entire game and expect not to be a huge target at some point. Rob was becoming a target, found a way to kind of drift into the back, and
the first 2 to finish will advance to the final.
I'd like to see him make a big move here at the end to claim this spot. Winning this exemption would go a long way, because I mean, it's a lot easier to make moves when you're safe. So Gideon once again off to a quick start here, as he's got 3 cups. Well, you can tell by how many balls that they're throwing, how many they've got left. So he's got 3 balls left, at least 3 shots. Gideon is on fire. Looks like Gideon only needs 2 more. Ryan's knocking things over there. Definitely made a mess with that one. But he's got 5, maybe 6. Looks like Daniel's down to his last one, as he's only throwing 1 ball. So Daniel's close. Gideon also down to his last ball. Ryan can't get his cups to stay. And for sure has dumped a healthy amount of water on the ground.
Just cleaning up the floor.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just getting the mop ready.
Gideon.
Oh!
I got 2.
Gideon and Daniel with a photo finish.
That was
They're
close,
both
too.
advancing to the final.
That's building up for an exciting final, as they were within seconds of
Yeah.
each
Go
other
ahead and
there.
reset those
Just
racks.
tossing some rockets.
Yeah.
All right.
You just hit that camp out at
All right,
home.
we're down to our final 2
We're couch
between
people.
Daniel and
Yeah,
Gideon.
play the fun
first
part
one
of the
to
game.
finish will have exemption at tonight's crossroads. We'll start
Here we go.
in 3,
Battle of the Maroon
2,
Shirts.
1, go.
Gideon nails his first shot as it rounds in. It's gonna be tough to see Daniel. We're gonna have to keep track of how many balls he's throwing. It looks like he hit one right off the hop there. Oh, knocked the second cup down.
That looks good.
Gideon looks like he's got at least 4. That's the 5th. Nope, 4th. So Gideon's on point right now. Oh, Daniel's knocking the cups over. Gideon knocks the cup over. 2 balls each.
Ooh.
There's a bit of a luck factor with where the ball's bounced. Gideon's down to his last ball.
Ooh.
He's just got 1 left. It's one of the tough ones, so it's one of the top ones. Looks like Daniel may also be down to his last ball.
Gideon's in.
takes
He's
it
down.
Gideon sank the last
Huge
shot. Gideon
win.
is exempt.
Oh.
Oh, Daniel, so
Ethan
close.
is gonna be proud.
Yeah.
Gideon.
Yeah,
You
Ethan
are
stopped by
exempt
for a
tonight's
pep talk and
crossroads.
definitely pays off.
gosh.
Holy
What a
Gideon with his
showdown.
first individual exemption. It's a huge one to win.
Drink some of that water. You look out of breath.
For real.
Oh, golly.
All right.
Golly.
I'm about to wipe out, guys.
All right, Gideon is exhausted. You have an hour to recover, Gideon. You will be exempt at tonight's crossroads. Between the other 5 of you, we are voting somebody out of the game. You will be the 6th member of the jury.
So in the last round, I had the worst luck. 3 of my cups fell off, and I had to refill it real quick. Yeah. Oh, jeez, Louise. Holy frick. All right. Ooh. Oh.
So I know we both basically went after each other kind of last time, but I was immune. But I had no intention of this time siding with the Ethans. I don't want to see both of them make it to the next round. I don't know what you're thinking as far as who you want to go for. I think Ryan's the person everyone would benefit from taking out tonight. I was hoping Daniel would win that, because then I was going to say we could split 2 and 2 on Ryan and Gideon, because there's definitely another compass in play. I haven't spoken to either of them.
And I don't know who has it, but I'm assuming Gideon or Daniel.
Found it. I'm hoping Daniel found it. I think everyone benefits from Ryan going out tonight, even Gideon.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone. Obviously, I know that have been a name coming up in your guys, like you 3. I could tell Gideon and Ryan that I would go to Rocks with them again tonight. I don't really want to. I don't want to keep them both in for final 5, especially if Gideon may have a compass.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I figure if either of them make it to the end, they're winning the game.
Probably.
So
to
me,
I've been trying to get Ryan out like for weeks. It's nothing against him. It's just like he's so good at this, like challenges and stuff. But so I'm down to do that. We'll see. I thought for sure it was just gonna be me again tonight. So like, cool.
No, I had never wanted. So
Okay.
I 100% will vote with the 3 of you this time. I know that you guys might not trust me at this point, but
honestly, I'm not sure if I trust anybody at this point. So it's
the
nothing
other,
like because of you.
the other
but
thing I'm gonna say is I have a feeling they're putting their votes on either me or Daniel.
The other night I was slightly taken aback, but I figure I'm not going to insult your intelligence. I figure I'd let you know I have the compass.
You got it?
Yeah. I was pretty sure you knew, but I figured I wouldn't be a dick and like pretend that, that wasn't the case.
Yeah, I knew it was you or Maddie, because Maddie also told me she was looking for it, and I was like, yeah, I mean, to be honest, it don't matter whoever got it, because I mean the target ain't gonna be on y'all. So
you don't think so?
No, doubt it.
I hope not, but I'm probably gonna play it tonight anyway because
it can't hurt.
I could easily see at least Justin and Ryan and maybe Rob voting for me.
Really, you think Rob's gonna turn?
Rob's told me a couple times he's afraid I'm a threat, so I don't know for sure. We assume me, you, and Ryan are the kind of like quote unquote threats. Like the only way we're actually gonna be able to get to the end is if we work together. Like I think rather than the 2 of us trying to take, or the 3 of us trying to all take like 2 other people, that doesn't make any sense for us because, threats not getting the end doesn't. So I'd rather me, you, and Ryan try to band together and like survive a couple times.
That is a great idea, and I'm sure he'd love to hear that.
I mean, and if you really want, I would take him out, but me and you can't target each other even next time because then we're screwed.
No, and we know Ryan ain't got idle just in case they, you tell the others to shoot him. But if you want to work with Ryan and get out the goats, I'm not at all opposed.
Who would you want to take out?
Well, who's trying to target you, Rob?
Rob and Justin.
And Justin? We know Justin ain't got anything.
Yeah, and he can win challenges.
He can. I don't think he'll win anymore, but you never know.
1, 2 of them.
He has 1, 2 of them. That would blindside your girl Maddie, though.
Well, we could tell her. I think she'd be down
to vote Justin or Rob.
I don't think she'd vote Rob. I think she'd vote Justin.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely down to make a what do you want? Threat RS or whatever.
Yeah. Should we talk to Ryan?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
All right. Well, we can go back to the shelter. You want to grab Ryan? I'll grab Maddie.
Yep.
Sorry for interrupting.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Hey, Hey, Ryan. Let's leave Daniel and Maddie in the shelter to talk to each other. Let's go to the fire.
Oh, okay.
Ryan, let's chat soon. Okay.
All right, Ryan.
I'm getting voted tonight. There's no way I can survive this. I don't know how.
All right, my little threat. Let's talk about this. We've got multiple courses of action here. Daniel just proposed a threat alliance with me and you and him to take out Justin. That's an option. However, or you could do me, you, Justin, and we vote against one of them, not Daniel, because Daniel does have the compass. Not Daniel. And we target Rob or somebody like that. A solid number for them, even though Justin and Rob are talking for a while, but Justin's sleazy, so it's whatever. But I think since I have immunity, that Justin will tell me the truth, because Daniel just, wanted to talk to me and say, yo, Rob's coming for me maybe, and, us threats got to stick together. And I was like, okay. So, I tried to be like, yeah, I mean, the threats in the game and Rob's coming after you. So that's what I was telling him. So we've got options to save you. And I still want you around. I'm not going to write your name down at all.
Thank you.
We've played this whole game. We've played this whole game together. If you win over me, I'm okay with that, honestly.
No, likewise. I really respect the way you play and how much effort you put in.
Thank you.
So when you won today, I was like, yes, behind the camera. Yeah, I liked everything you proposed. If it's possible, do you really think Daniel would agree to that?
He said he would talk to Maddie, and he's doing it. I don't know, because I don't trust him at all. I actually trust Justin more than any of them, which is the funny thing, because who's working with us. So I wanted to go see where Justin's head was at, because, he can't vote me out, so I figure he'll tell me the truth, because, the immunity necklace is like a truth serum, sort of, so... yeah,
I do like that idea of alliance, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I want to go see where Justin's head's at. If he does want to just try to go 3-3 and draw, so we can take the power.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. I'll go see where his head's at right now.
No, but I mean, for what it's worth, I'm probably playing it tonight just to be safe. I mean,
that makes sense.
I've been feeling insecure, so
I understand that. I mean,
yeah.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Justin, you want to go talk about the fire, Big Daddy?
Yeah.
Big Daddy? What is this?
Big Daddy and the curly daddy hanging out by the fire.
Oh my god.
The last time he had the idol, he kept it a secret for 9 votes. Why would he tell us now?
Yeah, that's true.
He's not stupid.
To play them 6 or 5? 5. So he does have one more if he does have it, or he doesn't have it. I already heard Ryan throw my name out though.
Daniel also threw out your name.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured that my name is going to be on the block again.
I talked to Ryan, and I said, we have 2 courses of action here. I was like, we can either go with Daniel and Maddie and me and you, and they want to target Justin. And then I said, or we could stick with Justin, who's been our ally almost the whole time since the merge, and try to draw and take the power back. Because I'm immune. Whoever they vote for on our side's immune. So that's a 25% chance of somebody from our alliance going home. So what do you want to do?
I mean, if we vote for one of them, who are you thinking?
Rob, the only person that wasn't looking for the idol, because if somebody plays an idol, they're not going to play it for somebody else.
That's true.
Rob was too busy speaking about Housewives of Vegas or whatever. So, but both Daniel and Maddie told me they saw the clue and were looking for it when they saw that I was looking for it. I got to it late. And I don't doubt that Daniel, Maddie, and Rob will probably put down Ryan's name at all.
Yeah.
If my gut, because they haven't worked with me this whole time. They just want to work with me now because I have the necklace. I guarantee you I'd probably go home if I didn't have it. But, they haven't stuck with me at all. They've never voted with me once. They voted me off twice. You haven't betrayed me ever. So I told Ryan, I was like, Justin's been with us this whole time. Like, what do we have? Why are we going to trust a bunch of snakes to vote with? Why are we going to vote with them when we know we're on the bottom with them?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense not to. The only thing I'm worried about is taking out Rob, and if a compass gets played and we go to rocks, basically it's me or Maddie.
It's like, but we always say this. We're always like, yeah, it'll be simple, it'll be easy, and it's 8:40, and then
there's an hour
in
to go of
45
scrambling.
minutes, it's gonna be like, well, actually,
It's gonna be like, did you see there's a new secret clue room that opened up, and Ryan was the first one in. Hopefully not. Hopefully we just have a simple, straightforward vote. Daniel has his compass. He plays it on himself. Great. And then that will negate 0 votes.
I don't think he needs to use it, but I understand why he will use it, just to be safe.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, what's up? So I'm pretty aware that my name is probably on the chopping block tonight. I just feel it. And yeah, like I don't really have a strong alliance with anyone. So
Yeah. I don't really know. I've heard you and Justin come up. So I haven't decided, but I feel like those are like the 2 names that I'm hearing. So
I totally get that. I guess if I were to do one of those stereotypical pitches, what would I say? I would say that is a lot better at competitions than I am. I'm pretty decent, but when it comes to me and him, he has upper lead, as you saw last night. I wasn't even near the top. He's made a lot of really big moves, and is very vocal. So if you take him to Final Descent, he's if anyone takes him to Final Descent, he'll be chosen by the jury. His moves were very out there, whereas mine have been more with the challenges, and just sort of surviving. But he's been very bold. So I think that anyone has a chance with me, but most people, at least not like, at least most of us. I think Gideon might have a chance with Justin, but the rest of us, I don't think. I don't think so.
No, you definitely have a point. Like, I don't want to be sitting next to Justin in the final 3 either. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think honestly, like I think this is going to be I really hope, because I don't want to say I know, but I hope it's a much more straightforward vote of just 4 votes Ryan, and we move on.
The only thing do you think we're better off getting Ryan out than Justin?
I think that we need to get rid of all the Ethans.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are more Ethans on the jury, and if we have 1 Ethan up in the final 2 or the final 3, we're kind of guaranteeing that they're going to be getting the lion's share of those votes.
Yeah, I just have no way to gauge Justin's threat level, right? Like, I just don't know.
Justin's got I would say he has a pretty good physical threat level, but I don't know if his social game is up there.
Right. So it depends what the jury values.
Yeah, exactly. Especially like if we're looking at, he's been shown that he's been willing to burn bridges, vote Maddie's name down, and rally people to get her name written down on Tuesday night without any actual payoff there. So I don't know. I think he's got a threat level, and I don't think I want him in the finals.
Right.
But I'd rather see him win than see either Gideon or Ryan win for the simple sake of them being Team Ethan.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fine with me. I think Ryan or Gideon both win if they get to the end at this point.
Exactly, yeah. Unfortunately, Gideon is not an option tonight.
I know. He's probably who I would have wanted to vote off.
I just think for tonight's vote, the safest thing is Rob, and people make mistakes when you think too far ahead in the game. That's the problem I'm having with trying to put down. I don't want to write down a name that might have an idol, you know?
Yeah, I get it. I'm just so...
I get it. I get that. I get that you want to keep Rob around as a GOAT, but a GOAT is not somebody you play an idol for either, and that's safe.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. I'm just worried that... I'm worried basically if Rob goes home, I'm drawing dead at this point.
if Rob goes home, then me, you, and Ryan, or me, you, and Daniel, or me, you, and Maddie can take control of the game, because once Rob's taken out, Maddie and Daniel aren't going to work together anymore. They're going to want to go with the majority.
So you want to put it on Rob? Here's my other thing. If Daniel has the compass, right?
Yeah.
Say he does have it. And his mentality right now is, tell everyone I'm going to use it. No one votes for me. I save it for Final 5. I guarantee myself Final 4.
Yeah. I mean, that's mentality, if we're being honest, but he might play it.
Which is why I'm almost saying, does it make sense to just put it on him? And if it goes wrong, I'm the one that goes home. I think they're putting their votes on me, to be honest.
I think they're going to go Ryan. I'm banking everything on this vote. Like, the power is going to be decided with this vote. It's going to be 2-3 some type of way.
They keep pitching to me, obviously, to work with the three of them and send it to a tie.
Who do they want to vote out of the three of us?
They're all saying Rob because he's the safest one. That he definitely wasn't looking for the compass last night. This is my thing. If you guys if you swear you're not gonna vote me, I will tell you who they're gonna vote for, and you could play the compass correctly on that person.
I mean,
you're gonna play it on yourself.
Yeah, I love you guys. I do. I'd love to go
I
Janet Final 4. I'm playing that shit on myself.
I understand. Like, I understand it's crazy not to. Like, I need to take Ryan out.
Yeah, I mean, if any of us sit at the end next to Ryan or Gideon, we lose anyway.
Exactly.
So
I do have to, though, at least let them think I'm gonna go to. I mean, again, you could blow up my game right here. I have to make them think. I have to make them at least think I'm going to go to Rock in case. Otherwise, Ryan's best option is to tell everyone just vote Justin.
Yeah.
But again, the two of them making it to the Final 5, I think that's going to guarantee one of them is in the Final 3. And that means I think they're the odds-on favorite to win that challenge.
Yeah, they're the best at challenges. We need two, so we need to get Ryan out, so we have 2 chances to get Gideon.
So that's why I am good to go get rid of Ryan tonight.
Okay.
I am going to tell Gideon, though, and I'm telling you now, I'm just being straight up, I am going to tell Gideon that I will send this to a tie, just because I don't want them to throw the votes on me, and then if some kind of compass gets played on, like, Ryan, then it's just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
But I'm not willing to keep Ryan in this game any further. It doesn't make sense for me.
It doesn't make any sense for anybody.
We're thinking of making a move tonight. So the names that are out there are like me and Justin, obviously, but Justin and Gideon don't think Justin and Gideon are working together, and they don't want to put down my name because they believe that the most dangerous thing in this game right now is the partnership between Daniel and Maddie. So what they want to do is break them up by writing Maddie tonight. And
I think
since
Justin's lying to you.
No, Gideon was very convincing.
No, I think Justin is lying to you though, because like Justin has been hardcore campaigning to get your name out, and he's been saying like if it's either one of the Ethans at Final Tribal of the Janets could win. I'm not saying I agree with it, but that's been his pitch. So I don't know if what he's telling you is true or if he's just like.
I think that's what his pitch is. So everyone thinks that he's going to be putting down my name tonight, and that's his sentiment. But
So
we
you think
wanted to
he's
know
lying
if
to me.
Gideon said that since Maddie and Daniel are like this, and you're sort of on the outside, maybe we could swing you, if that makes sense.
Okay. Interesting.
And I'll go on Maddie because that's a really unexpected move. No one is planning for that to happen tonight. It's all been Ryan or Justin.
I'll take that
we
into
don't think
consideration.
that this
But I don't know that. If I switch, my fear is Justin's lying to you. He's not switching, and it's going to be 3-3. And now I'm on the outside.
Originally, he said Rob was the safe choice, and that's why I thought maybe he just told you Rob. And then we were like, all right, if we tell Rob it's Maddie, because he thinks Maddie has the compass.
I've been trying to tell Rob that, Oh, well, Gideon told me to tell Rob that we're doing Maddie. Like, get that message across to Rob. Rob
Okay.
can relay it to the others.
Yeah, I mean, I'm over Justin, but I'm. Let's get Ryan out.
Oh my god! So Ryan's trying to get me.
Again.
Ryan's trying to get me to vote you, and I'm like, he's saying like,
Yeah,
Okay,
so that's what I was trying to do, but he didn't believe me when I said that like Justin is going to be putting down Maddie. He said,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, Justin is lying like to your face. There's no way he's writing Maddie down instead of you. He's been campaigning so hard." So I have faith in you based on I have faith in you based on like the vote last night alongside Gideon, and I think that we need to make a move, otherwise we're on the outside again.
I feel like we're walking a very thin line of who has a compass and who is going to flip, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So to me, Rob is the most likely to flip his vote.
Yeah, I see that.
Daniel to me was the most likely to have the compass. Gideon thinks Maddie has it.
Yeah, Gideon said that, because Daniel did bring up to me that he has a compass. And so Gideon's like, why would he just so blatantly bring that up? If he's hiding compasses this entire game, there's no reason to bring it up unless he's trying to pretend that he has it. He should not keep Daniel and Maddie together, as you said last night, because every day that is a threat. So it makes sense to take one of them out. And I think Daniel would be the move.
Yeah.
That's thinking Maddie, Daniel being the move. So I might be going home tonight, but I'm willing to make that risk if it's something.
I mean, if he doesn't play it, then we go to rocks. Or I honestly think Rob will flip his vote. I don't think Rob's gonna put his neck on the line for the two of them. I think he's too paranoid. I think he's banking on the fact that it won't be a tie.
Well, I think you and Gideon need to choose a person and get back to me. I'm willing to do.
Okay. Is what I was saying to him was, I think it comes down to two things: who's the most likely to have the compass, and who's the most likely to flip their vote, so we don't have to go to rock. I think Maddie 100% will draw a rock because I think she's bitter. The way she was last night is what I told Brian. The way she acted last night, I think she would draw a rock just to prove a point of I'm not working with you three. Rob, I think, is the most likely to flip his vote and not draw a rock because I think he's too paranoid.
Yep.
And Daniel's the one in the middle who I'm not really sure which side he would go to.
Okay.
So at this point, it's almost, do we vote Maddie? And I try and convince them that the two of you are telling them it's Maddie so that they will play a compass for her.
They don't trust you at all, dude. I think they think me, you, and Ryan are gonna go Maddie, and I think that's what Rob thinks. That Rob will tell them too. I think the damage is already done because Ryan already told Rob that's what we were doing. So
okay, so you think go Daniel?
Yeah.
All right, I'm fine with that.
I love you, dude. Thank you.
All right, cool. I might try and convince Rob to see if I can get him to just throw his vote
to Maddie.
Someone else, to Maddie, just to see if he will.
If we all go to Rob and tell him Maddie, do it.
Yeah, just to see if we don't even have to worry about the rocks. But
yeah, do it because he thinks you're with them. If you go to him and say, hey, like that's true, we are working together and we want to pull you in and flip this game because Maddie's a huge social threat. Like elevate her threat level and then say we need to take her out.
What the fuck's happening?
Okay, so they're all over the place trying to tell me to work with them, send it to Rocks if it has to, because if you three stick intact through this vote, basically it's you three in the final three.
Okay.
And obviously barring immunity. So I don't want Ryan in this game, but I am questioning if it's killing my game.
So Ryan and Gideon have both come to like me and Daniel and Maddie and spun some version of trying to get one of the other three of us out. Like I heard that from Daniel, he heard Gideon say that they're putting that you all are putting 3 votes on me. I've heard from Ryan that you all are putting 3 votes on Maddie.
Yeah.
And hoping for
again, they originally said and I'm
Well, I'm just
making
like
sure they don't vote you.
that's
Like, it's not gonna
fine
be
and all, but
votes are not going to you.
what's more concerning to me is like I don't understand why you feel the need to really engage in that. Like you could easily stick with the four of us
Because the
and make
problem
sure
is
we get
if the three of you decide it is me and
Yeah.
I vote with you, then basically I'm allowing my vote. Like it basically becomes a 3-2-1 by me voting Ryan, right? If
Yeah.
you three vote me, I vote Ryan, and the other two vote, say it's not you, but say it's you, right? Say they chose you.
Okay, but like
It would be 3-2-1, and I go with your three votes. So my thing is, if I at least vote for the first round with them, I know it's not my name coming up with you three.
that makes no sense to me. I'm gonna be dead honest with you. That strategy makes no sense. And it like the only time people have started taking your name seriously is right now with all of this, situation.
Yeah.
Before then, like me and Maddie were literally just drinking some wine in our private room, thinking, all right, we just need to like waste the time till 9:35, and we're writing Ryan's name down. But now we don't know where your vote is, whether we're gonna actually box and potentially risk all of our games.
Yeah.
And now it's
Yeah,
just
I
like
get what you're
now we know
saying.
we don't like I don't know if I can trust you because of everything I'm hearing.
It requires a ton.
I mean,
like I can either do it safe and do a 3-3 thing, with the possibility that I don't get pulled out throwing rocks, or I can put faith in Rob, which I don't know if I want
Yeah,
to do.
I mean those are kind of the options.
Yeah, so I just want to let you know that I'll make my decision after I hear everyone's testimonies, like when Doc's asked. But
Okay, you're leaning toward writing Maddie.
Yeah, I know she'll be pissed, but it might be the only way to save myself tonight. Maybe I'll have to see.
Why write Maddie and not Rob for you guys? Like, if you don't trust Rob, why not get him out?
There's just no reason to lie. There's just no reason to lie.
Look, it's not. It's putting all the power in your three's hands.
No,
right
I
now.
get it, but you came to me and was like, I have no intention of voting with those
Because
two.
No, I never. No, I said from the beginning I was always going to tell them I'm voting with them.
But you are voting with them.
Yeah, you told me that you were voting with them to make that 3-3 vote, the 3-3 tie.
I might make it the 3-3 tie in the beginning. I don't know yet.
You said you were going.
You did that to me.
But is what I said to Rob was I will not vote out. I will not vote to keep Ryan if it's a revote.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the bottom line. If it's a revote, the only reason I would send it to a tie is to make sure you three don't decide to send me home with 3 votes, 2 votes, 1 vote.
Okay. Again.
Once it goes to the tie, then I'm willing to flip it to Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay.
According to Justin, the 3 of them are planning to pile votes on Rob. According to Gideon, the 3 of them are planning to pile votes on you. So basically, somebody here is lying.
I'm not surprised by this, but it is like Justin is just so annoying. Like, this is him.
I know.
Like,
Justin, am I actually gonna have to play this stupid compass tonight?
I don't think so. I don't think you're gonna have to.
Well, but here's my thing. If they're actually willing to draw rocks, playing the compass makes it so I don't have to draw one.
Yeah.
Like, is Justin gonna draw a goddamn rock?
Ryan, I know you told Ryan you wanted to do Rob. I'm down.
No, I don't. I don't think Rob is the most likely to flip his vote. I think Daniel is the smarter.
Okay. I need to tell Ryan then. All
right.
I need to talk to Ryan
Right.
ASAP. Ryan. Ryan, come on, buddy. Oh my gosh.
All right, welcome to our final 6 crossroads. Our explorers are voting somebody out tonight who will become the 6th member of the jury. Although it probably won't be Gideon because Gideon won his 2nd individual exemption in 3 nights. Gideon, talk to me about the challenge.
I practiced a lot of beer pong type games beforehand to try to prepare because I thought it was going to come earlier, and so I actually watched like a 15-minute video on how to throw. So yeah, I felt prepared, and I tried to come in and execute. Almost lost because 3 of my cups fell over, but we got through it, and now it smells like a water park in my room.
Okay, well you answered this question like we're on a sports show, but we are on a game show. So what does it mean to you to win exemption and put yourself in the final 5?
Oh yeah, it feels really good. Yeah, I didn't like my chances if I didn't win, so I'm glad that I did.
All right, let's talk about the last vote. We did see 3 advantages played. Maddie, you and Daniel played choreographed compasses. Can you talk about that decision that?
Well, I think we knew, me, Daniel, and Rob, that votes were going to one of the 3 of us. And Daniel and I both had compasses, and so we just figured that we would both play them so that the odds were better. Luckily, none of the votes went to Rob, and luckily they went to me, so that they all canceled out, and it all worked out for us. So it was good, but then we don't have any advantages anymore, so that sucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Daniel, I mean, for Maddie, you played a compass and it nullified those votes. Daniel, you played a compass, final 7, no votes came on you. How do you feel today knowing that you just burned a compass that you didn't need?
I have mixed feelings on it. I mean, on the one hand, like, for the reasons you laid out, that sucks. Like, it would be great if I still had that one in my pocket. But the flip side of that is, like, in my opinion, they were choosing pretty randomly between me, Maddie, and Rob. So I think, like, they just as easily could have chosen me. I think it just, was kind of happenstance they chose Maddie. So I don't really regret playing it. I still think it was the right move, even, though the results didn't go that way.
And we're halfway through with the crossroads already, but we're still talking about advantages played in the last crossroads. Ryan, you played an advantage. You've been sitting on it, I'm assuming, for a while. How does it feel to not have that anymore?
It honestly feels scary, but I was not relying on that. I'm not sure how aware or how public it is, but I could only play that on certain rounds. So there were times when I was sitting there without a compass or anything to be my safety net. So this is not a new feeling to me. I've been used to it. It's something I'm very familiar with every single night, every single crossroads, every single round. So believe me, docs, this is not new.
Fair enough. Justin, I think people were holding their cards close until the last round. And now I feel like everybody put their cards on the table. Are those cards still on the table, or did you guys reshuffle the deck and deal new cards out?
Oh god, I don't even know tonight. I'm so lost. I think that they're kind of still on the table at this point. Like, so many advantages were played, and I feel like when that happens, it doesn't really shuffle the deck, that it's more just you have to do a repeat of the same round almost.
All right, Rob, so if it's a repeat of the same round, my read, based on what I saw, the reactions and the discussion, and you guys really put it out there beforehand, are we looking at still coming into tonight, a 3-3 split?
There's been a lot said tonight at the shelter and by the river and at the fire. I thought that there originally was going to be a more solid majority vote tonight, but with different conversations that have been had, I'm up in the air. I don't know if it's going to be a 3-3 split or if it's going to be kind of upsetting and flipping up the entire, I don't want to call it majority, but the tribal lines as we know them now. So I have no clue. It's all up in the air.
Well, Ryan, have you heard multiple names tonight?
Yes, I have heard multiple names tonight. but definitely my name was one of them, and that's what obviously worries me the most and concerns me the most.
Justin, is it concerning hearing other people say multiple names are being thrown around?
No, I mean there's 6 of us left. I expected 5 names to be talked about tonight at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not many places to go at this point, so.
Yeah, I mean that's an interesting point, Daniel. With only 6 people left, there's not really any place to hide.
Yeah, there's nowhere to hide. I also think there's some interesting compass game theory coming in here, if I may be a little dorky about this.
Yeah, please do. I think that the majority of our audience loves that.
So it's basically an open secret at this point that I have a compass. I found it last night, about 90 seconds, I think, before Gideon found it. And so there are a few questions, one of which is, am I going to play for myself, which seems to be the most likely. But I also think that when they're making pitches to me, I think the question is, are they actually voting Maddie, or are they trying to get me to play a compass for Maddie so they can vote for me or Rob? So I would actually be somewhat surprised if Maddie got votes tonight.
Let me ask this question. How does everybody know that you have a compass?
Because I told them.
Okay.
And well, so Gideon, I think, found it like 2 minutes after I did and pulled me into a room last night and like kind of like was like, all right, so you found it, right? And I was like sort of taken aback, gave some little white lie, but I think it was fairly obvious at that point. So once kind of like that obviousness was over, I like kind of came clean and told him, and then word spreads pretty fast. There are only 6 of you.
Okay. So it spread like fire.
Spread like fire.
Rob, has the topic of a tie vote come up?
Yeah, the second pitch that we heard was pretty much entirely based on a potential tie vote coming up. I don't know whether we'll see a tie. I hope we don't, because the thought of going to rocks terrifies me, because that's a very real possibility, especially with 6 people in the game, that you could be going home.
Well, we are a more civilized civilization here. We go to the wheel, not to rocks.
Oh, thank you for the correction.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. I don't think anybody's been told that before.
I've not had the luxury of going to the wheel yet, so...
Yeah, but I'm going to be watching out for that now.
I think the big question that a lot of us are asking is, are Justin and Ryan willing to potentially go to rocks for one another? I mean, you know, me, Maddie, and Rob have talked. We're in it. To the wheel. We're willing to have our name on a wheel if we... Well, I'm not because I have a compass, but they're willing to have their name on a wheel. But I don't think that Justin and Ryan have the sort of established relationship that we necessarily have, and you know, I just sort of wonder if one of them is really willing to make that kind of move. I mean, you know, Gideon talks a big game about like, let's stay 3 strong, like we should go to the wheel, whatever, but it's pretty easy to say when you have exemption.
So you're gonna make me ask them the question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I could ask Ryan, do you know what we're talking about? Because you've also famously said that you've only seen 1 season of our favorite show.
Yes, that is true. I do know what you guys are talking about. I have acquired or received knowledge from all these experts. I have so many experts at my disposal. So I do know what rocks are, and that is a very interesting situation. If it does come to that, I would be shocked at how it's played out. I would be really surprised and just fascinated, honestly, by the mechanisms and how it works.
So for you, it's like a scientific discovery, going to rocks, and it's not even about loyalty.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Okay, and Justin, you know, Daniel threw this out there, so I'll ask: you know, do you want to admit that you're willing to go to rocks over somebody?
I have no idea about rocks. That terrifies me.
I thank you guys for not correcting me. It's the wheel, but yeah.
Oh, well, you called it rock, so I just...
I know, but
wheel.
It's on me.
I think something
Yeah.
that's been pretty interesting
Yeah, I don't like.
this whole night is that plans were pretty much in the open, and that has, at least to me, and that has never occurred before. There's always been some sort of secret thing happening that like I wasn't aware of, or people were trying to get me to do some sort of crazy thing. But all the plans were laid out very open, and people were incredibly honest, which makes me suspicious that this could be another Kyle night. And everyone is in unity, and they've brought up these two plans as some sort of scheme, just to let me believe that. But in reality, they're all voting as one to write down my name. I hope that's not the case, and I have faith in the people I've talked to, but that's a very real possibility. It happened with Kyle, it could happen again. What's to say that isn't the case?
Rob, did you want to chime in on that?
I don't think that's the case, Ryan. That's all.
Daniel, do you agree with Ryan? Do you feel like everybody's just at this point just putting all their guns on the table and just being honest?
I still have what I like to call my Jared PTSD, because like I thought I knew exactly what was going on a lot, and then all of a sudden you say the word Jared 4 times, and you know, one of my biggest allies goes home, and I hadn't heard his name come up all night. So I think I would like to believe that I know what's going on, but I've thought that before and been burned.
Would any be disappointed if it's them tonight?
Would we be disappointed?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. I usually ask surprised, but I just thought I would change the word and see if you guys are paying attention. Does anybody want to make a pitch? Last chance to talk. Anybody have anything else they want to add before we go to vote?
I guess I can, since I feel like I'm the most brought up name recently, and it would be a waste not to plead one last time. So, in my opinion, there are amazing players in this game, and although I have been good at challenges, I will admit that I am not at the very top. So I believe that whoever is still remaining should pick me, because they have a better chance with me than certain other people in this game, and I think everyone knows that.
Do you want to name names?
I will not name names because I think we all know who it is, and yeah.
Anybody want to follow that up, or are you guys ready to vote? All right. Gideon has individual exemption tonight. Are you keeping it? All right, Gideon is keeping individual exemption, so you may not vote for Gideon tonight. Let's turn those cameras off, mute those mics, and let's go vote. All the votes. Before I read the votes, if you have a hidden advantage that you'd like to play, now's the time to do it. Okay, I'm gonna read the votes. Our first vote is for Ryan. Our second vote is for Daniel. That's one vote Ryan, one vote Daniel. Our third vote is for Ryan. That's 2 for Ryan, 1 for Daniel. Our fourth vote is for Daniel. That's 2 Ryan, 2 Daniel. Our fifth vote is for Ryan. That's 3 Ryan, 2 Daniel. And our final vote is for Daniel. That's a tie, 3-3. We're gonna go for a revote. On the revote, Ryan and Daniel are not voting. The other 4 players, you may only vote for Ryan or Daniel. Okay, I have the votes. Our first vote is for Daniel. Our second vote is for Ryan. Our third vote is for Daniel. That's 2 Daniel, 1 Ryan. And our last vote is for Ryan. We still have a tie. That's 2-2. You can have a discussion. If you come to a unanimous decision between Daniel and Ryan, then that person will go home. If you do not come to a unanimous decision, then we will go to the wheel, and the wheel will be Rob, Maddie, and Justin.
Cool. Well, I am going to the wheel if we have to. I'm sorry, Ryan.
I realized while talking during this crossroads that Daniel not playing that compass basically ensured him Final Four. And the three of you then, if Gideon wins immunity next, I'm 100% out. I have zero chance. I don't have a chance to find a compass. I don't have a chance to do anything. It's no brainer. So at this point, it doesn't make sense for me to keep the
Then why'd you
three of you
vote
in this
Daniel
game.
this most recent time?
I just explained why, because if I keep the three of you in with me having no shot to, like,
So,
I can't.
are we not changing our vote? Or are
I'm
we
not-
sticking with our...
Well, I mean,
I'm not changing my vote.
I'm not voting against Ryan. I'll let I'll let it go to a wheel because I'm not voting against Ryan.
Yeah, if this is where my game ends, this is where my game ends.
That's what we're doing.
I'm down. Like let fate decide it. But I can't put a vote against.
It's easy for you to say, Gideon.
I know.
Like, you are
Yeah.
going to be on the wheel. Just FYI. But yes.
Yeah, you will, and so will Rob. So I'll look forward to it.
And I'm happy to be on the wheel.
Great.
Okay.
I'm happy to put my skin on the line for, someone who I consider an ally.
Yeah, Ryan's my ally. Go ahead.
No, I get it, and you're
But
not.
your skin isn't on the line. That's the difference. You're safe
that's the
behind your
point.
exemption. That's
Okay.
the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, well then go to the wheel, dude.
All right,
That's
so
what we're doing, apparently.
we are going to go to the wheel because it sounds like at least one person is not budging from either side. I have a wheel with Maddie, Rob, and Justin on the wheel. Whoever the wheel decides will go home and be our sixth juror. All right, let's give it a spin and see who's going home. Maddie. Not the wheel you wanted to win. Maddie, you are a sixth member of the jury. Do you have any final words for the party?
I do not, but good luck to Daniel and Rob, my two boys. I respect everyone in this game, and if I had to go out this way, I know that I was being loyal to the people that were loyal with me from the start. So good luck to you.
I'm so sorry that happened when you were protecting me, but thank you.
It's really okay. Good luck, and I'm rooting for you guys.
Wowza. That was some crossroads. Amazing. Absolutely
To
amazing.
the wheel for the first time ever in Expedition history.
Yeah, Justin, puts his foot down, and great play on his behalf. We're going to have to see how it all plays out for him, but at the end of the day today, he's got to feel good about this.
Oh my god. He has built himself one hell of a resume.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's going to need a comp win or two to get himself through it, and Daniel sticking on the compass, bluffed it the entire strategy session. He decided to let everyone know up front that he had it. I think a lot of them had assumed that he had it because of the way it all went down yesterday with Gideon. But great bluff on his behalf, as he does end up taking the votes, but his name doesn't end up on the wheel. So essentially he ended up being safe through all of that. Maybe it would have been nice for his group to have the extra number, although if he uses it, he saves himself. But he's got a free trip to the Final Four now, so it's not looking too bad. Definitely looking better than it is for Maddie at the moment. She had such a strong social game. She had the great the great compass play yesterday, and unfortunately, the fate of the wheel gets her.
Yeah. It would have been a smarter play for her and Rob to write Daniel's name down. I know they're close and they didn't want to write it down, but there was a 2 out of 3 chance that it would be their alliance members.
Yeah.
If Rob needs to make a big move, and sending Daniel out would be a blip he could put on his resume.
Yeah, absolutely. Even a flip on the revote would have made a lot of sense. Tonight, it really seemed like the three of them were playing for one of the three of them to win. Justin, Ryan, and Gideon now have voted 3 crossroads in a row, but I think the game is going to, if it hasn't already, it's now going to flip to who would I rather be in the end with rather than who have I been aligned with.
Exactly.
Of the 5 players we have left in the game, I think every one of them have got an argument right now. They've all probably got a different idea of what the final 3 is going to look like. We still have 1 compass in play as Daniel holds on to it tonight. I can't argue with the entertainment value that we're getting out of these crossroads.
Yeah.
It's absolutely phenomenal. We are more than halfway. I think we're almost 3/4 of our way through this game. One of these 5 players are going to be named the Ultimate Explorer and take home some money for their charity and the charity of their team captains as well. I can't wait to see it. Jess, what do you think we got in store for this final 5?
Fireworks.
Yeah, non-stop fireworks as it's been all game. I don't expect it to stop now. Yeah, let's close it down. That's the end of day 12. Until next time, this was Expedition Online Season 2. We'll see you next time.
This game is crazy.
Daniel, hope you don't play a rattle on yourself.
All right. I'm kind of hoping you actually play the compass. I don't want it in play anymore. And if this goes to tie, I still have not decided yet who I'm voting for. So I kind of just hope you make that decision for me.
Sorry, Ryan. My vote's for you. And there's no hard feelings. I'm just gonna try this one more time and fix it.
All right, Ryan, I'm sorry. You are a physical threat. You are an original team Ethan, and I don't see myself or any of the team Janets winning if you or Gideon are in the final 3. I'm sorry.
Daniel, you're a great person, and I really appreciate it last night. Thank you so much for what I care about, and it has to be you. I'm sorry, I like you most out of the 3, but strategically it makes sense to go you and break up that alliance.
Looks like he didn't have an idol. Who would have guessed it?
You know what? I decided to throw this game into chaos. I'm going to go to the wheel.
My vote's staying the same.
My vote's staying the same. I'm not gonna give up one of my closest allies for Ryan.